Anurag Gurban, and I'm part of Moneybee PMS. So we are primarily into small cap. Why small cap? क्योंकि स्मॉल कैप इन्वेस्टिंग ही करते हैं हम, स्मॉल कैप इन्वेस्टिंग में ही मजा आता है. Okay, so let me start with the presentation. There is a small disclaimer starting. Obviously, we are invested in the stock, so my views are going to be biased. Okay. So there is this figure on the screen. Okay, and there are two clues in the picture itself. Can anyone guess what this figure signifies?
Traveling, tourism.
Tours and travel, that is true. Yes. So there's a passenger over there, and you can see an aircraft. So this figure is 20 crore passengers who travel through air every year. And any guesses what this figure could be in the year 2030? Yes, double of that, 40 crores. Now let me increase one more zero over here. What figure this could be? That's right. This is the number of airports that the government is targeting for the year 2030. So right now we are at around 150 airports. So we were at 75 airports 10 years back. Currently we are at 150 airports. And by the year 2030, we are expecting to reach this figure. Let me increase one more zero. What could this be? That's right. And how many aircrafts do we have currently? Any guesses? Yeah, close to that. 700 aircrafts currently. And 1,000 have been already ordered. And we are planning to reach this figure by the year 2030. So these are the figures. Now looking at these figures, you would feel that India is growing a lot, right? In terms of aviation. And India being a very big country in terms of population, we should be one of the biggest globally, right? So we are actually ranking 3 in terms of global rankings in the aviation market. Now, India with the, I think now we are currently right with the biggest population in the world. Okay, so we should be the biggest, right? But we are still at rank 3. Who's rank 1? USA, obviously, and second is China. Okay, so how much difference would there be between USA and India? Not much, right? ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. हाँ? क्यों अभी? अच्छा, Indian population is just 5 times that of USA. Okay? But in terms of domestic traffic, passenger traffic, they are 5x only. In terms of revenue, they are 9x only. In terms of aircrafts, 10x. And in terms of airports, 30x. So the stock that I'm going to talk about, that stock derives 80% of its revenue from the aviation markets. This revenue is primarily in service in nature. Okay. But before I delve into that, this is the company, Ancon Technology Solutions Limited. Before I talk about this company, let me talk about our philosophy in investing. So when it comes to small cap, at the initial stages, it is all about banking on the promoter. And when you are talking about a promoter, a lot of efforts go into deepening the roots initially, so that an organization gets built which has a very strong foundation, and from which a tree can grow which can bear fruits later on. Right? So the first part of my presentation is going to about the promoter and how he has strengthened the roots of the organization, how it stands today. So the promoter is Mr. Unnikrishnan Nair. He is the promoter of Amlon, a person from a modest background and a BE mechanical engineering. So he entered this space, the aviation space, in the year 2003. The period from 2003 to 2000, another figure has got hidden, from the year 2003 to 2015 was spent in having tie-ups with global MNC companies. Which companies are these? These are companies like Rosenbauer, which is a $1 billion company, companies like Busher Municipal, and companies like AMS Aircraft Recovery. And then we came out with this company, we formed this company in the year 2015, okay? And then the IPO came in the year 2021 for 15 crores. And by the year 2023, it's built a very strong foundation of service business. So what does Anlon do actually? So Anlon is into life cycle management of equipment. Now when I say life cycle management of equipment, please understand that these are mobile equipments. And when I say mobile equipment, these are actually vehicles which are there on the airports. What are these vehicles? These are vehicles like fire trucks, runway removal machines, runway rubber removal machines, friction testers. These are very critical machines which are there at the airport. And Anlon is involved in the entire life cycle of this equipment. So what it actually does is that let me give you an example. For example, the aviation authorities or airport owner like Adani wants to come out with a new airport, or let's say even one new runway. They would contact Anlon, okay? Anlon से they लोग पूछेंगे कि भाई वो fire extinguishers कितने चाहिए रहेंगे? What should be the make of these fire extinguishers? Okay, where should I place these fire extinguishers? Which other machines would I require? Okay, so Anlon would help them in the concept and design of these equipment. They would get them connected with the global MNC companies, these global OEMs like Rosenbauer and Busher Municipal. Okay, they would help these authorities in procuring these vehicles. They would help them in the entire logistics till the part where the vehicle gets commissioned at the airport. इतना सब किया है, technical expertise रखा है सब करने के लिए, और ये सब किया है. That's the reason why they enjoy the AMC revenue, that is maintenance revenue for these vehicles. और ये vehicles की life कितनी होती है? 15 to 20 years. तो next 15 to 20 years का जो AMC होता है for these vehicles and the spare parts, that is done exclusively by Anlon. So if you talk about Indian airports, all Indian private airports are catered to by Anlon. You talk about Adani's, you talk about GMR, you talk about Fairfax Group, all the private airports are catered to by Anlon in terms of services of these vehicles. And all the new vehicles that are being ordered by the private owners of these airports, all these new vehicles are being held, the procurement is being done by Anlon. Okay, so like I mentioned, it's involved in the entire life cycle of this equipment, and these equipment are used in critical infrastructure. So like I mentioned, airports, but apart from airports, there are new avenues also opening in the refineries and government sector. How are they opening? I will come to that later on. So this is a slide about Rosenbauer, one of the strongest tie-ups that Anlon has. So an MNC company with 50% market share in firefighting equipment globally. If you talk about India, they have 90% market share. And in all private airports that Rosenbauer is operating, Anlon is a company which is catering to their vehicles. $1 billion company, and Anlon has tie-up with this company since the year 2008. When I say Anlon, I am referring to the promoter has a tie-up, and from 2015 when the company was formed, Anlon as a company has been handling the services. This is the next company, Busher Municipal, again a Swiss MNC company with nearly $600 million revenue and 19 production sites. And these are some of the other tie-ups that the company has, tie-ups for power transmissions, for aircraft recovery kits, for runway removal machines, for friction testing, and again a Wintergrün company, which is again a very big company in Germany, and they have they have pioneered technology in runway removal machines. All these tie-ups Anlon has. This is a small financial snapshot of the current numbers. So 30 crores revenue, okay? Revenue is primarily coming from commission, which is paid on procurement of these vehicles, AMC services, and sale of spare parts. The contracts are for 3 to 5 years, but since you are involved in the entire life cycle of the equipment, these contracts get renewed year on year. And the life of these vehicles is 15 to 20 years. So for the entire period, you enjoy this revenue. So that's the reason why there is a lot of stickiness in the revenue of the company, strong PAT margins, and a very healthy balance sheet. All of these factors have helped in deepening the roots of the organization that is currently. You have deep technical expertise with MNC backing, sticky revenues, and end-to-end lifecycle management. So this is the phase 1. And this has given rise to the opportunity which is there in phase 2. All the efforts that have gone in deepening the roots are going to help the tree that is going to grow now and which is going to bear fruits eventually. What could this opportunity be? Any guesses? Sorry? That's right. That's right. So a strong base of services has been created and now it is entering into manufacturing. So it has set up its own manufacturing and assembly plant. Just 2 days back this plant was opened. Okay? Capex is just 10 crores. Okay? But the revenue potential is 200 to 500 crores. Now you would ask me कि इतना छोटे capex से इतना बड़ा revenue कैसे होएगा? Please understand that this is an assembly plant. The technical barrier is the main thing over here. It's not the capex. It is the relationships with your global OEMs and the technical expertise that you have. That has helped them in setting up this plant. और ये plant set up करने के लिए इनको ये global OEMs का ही help मिला है. And the machines that would be manufactured at these plants are these kind of machines. Friction testing machines, runway remote machines. When I'm saying machines, please replace that with the word vehicles. Compact sweepers, crash fire tenders, that is fire trucks that we know them in local parlance, and turntable ladders. These are basically the fire trucks which use ladders which are used by municipal authorities. Okay. Now you would ask me, why are global OEMs helping this company to set up a plant? The reason is that, like I mentioned, technical expertise. 20 साल से they are involved in catering to these plants, these vehicles, right? And the trust factor. Now, for example, Rosenbauer, they had set up a facility in China also. They had a local tie-up in China, okay? But as we all know, China कैसा है? So after 2 years, they withdrew back, they closed down the facility and they again started selling on their own only. They started again importing in China. India में what उनको trust है on this person and that's the reason why they have set up this plant in India. Oh, sorry. Plant setup हुआ, उसके पहले ही they got their first Make in India order. Please appreciate that this is the first time that this kind of machine would be made in India. Abhi tak these machines have always been imported. Okay. First order, small size, 5 crores, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that this is the first baby step towards a long stairway. Okay. And like I was talking about earlier, the company is deriving majority of its revenue from aviation, right? But now, since they have manufacturing capability and these strong tie-ups, sectors like refineries and government are also open for them. आप ये orders देख रहे हैं 450 crores का. These are not orders; these are basically tenders that have come out in the last 2 months itself. Okay, so this is the kind of traction that is happening in the vehicles, the equipment that this company is catering to. So what is the opportunity size? If you talk about aviation, okay, 25 airports are being privatized in the first phase. These are airports which have been already announced by the government. Okay, when you talk about privatization, first of all, like I mentioned, all the private airports are being catered to by Anlon. So when privatization happens, the service business of these airports would naturally go to Anlon. That is one thing. Second thing is that even when privatization happened previously, so 1 or 2 years back, if you remember, 6 airports were taken over by Adani. In all these airports, Adani replaced the machines that were already there. So the privatization of airports is also creating opportunities for order of fresh equipment. Then 200 plus airports that are being targeted by the government, and each airport requires equipment worth more than 50 crores. The range is around 50 crores to 100 crores. So there's an opportunity in the next 5 to 6 years itself of nearly 5,000 crores. And in these sectors, that is refineries and municipal corporations, 300 fire trucks are ordered annually, and the price of these trucks is 50 lakhs to 10 crores per vehicle. So that creates an opportunity of nearly 5,000 crores annually. So how much will Anlon will be able to grasp from these opportunities? That is yet to be seen. But a humongous amount of opportunity is being created in this. So to summarize the business of the company, simple. Just breaking into 2 parts. One is the service business, which has linear growth. Why linear growth? Because you already have decade-old tie-ups with these global OEMs, these global MNCs companies. You were involved in the lead generation as well for these companies, and you were involved in design installation. That's the reason why you got the service business. Since you have doing the service business, and for vehicles which have such a long life of 15 years, you have a continuous renewal of contracts and a continuous revenue stream, which creates an annuity. And each new vehicle that Anlon helps in procuring for the authorities, which helps in procuring for these global OEMs, plus each new vehicle that Anlon will also make, that would create an annuity stream in revenue. And the AMC contracts have 8 to 10% escalation clause. So that ensures linear growth in the existing business. And then you have exponential growth, which is happening in the new manufacturing dimension that the company is entering. So obviously there is technology support from the OEMs. They themselves helped the company in setting up this plant. Why did they help the company in setting up the plant? Because they themselves are looking for Make in India partners, and they need someone who is trustworthy, who would first of all respect the confidentiality which is there of their technology. And then you have this great amount of opportunity which is opening up in these sectors such as aviation, refineries and municipal corporations. And like I mentioned earlier, the entry barrier is not Apex. The entry barrier is technology. And once the current plant's capacity gets utilized, we are poised for expansion from here on also. So, why this talk? Simple. Just to summarize, you have a promoter pedigree with a proven track record, who's operating in a sector which is a sunrise sector with massive opportunities, who has a backing of all these global MNCs, and having exponential growth on the horizon. When I say exponential growth, current revenue is 30 crores. The plant which has been set up has capacity to make 400 to 500 crores revenue. And I told you the opportunities which are there in 5 digits. The revenue can be in 4 digits also. It depends on how the company scales up, depending on the working capital availability and how they are able to grasp the opportunities. And the stock is available at a valuation which is not reflecting this opportunity. So it's a case where heads I win, tails I do not lose. Thank you so much.